Anyway, popular Fortnite gamer Raul Zito accusing. I hope someone beats the shit out of him. So, this is called the longest leaked Chris Chan phone call clip. No voice manipulation for 21 minutes. Apparently the audio is very quiet. I'm going to turn myself down, which means you'll have to turn the video up if you're watching it or on the stream. All right. For those of you who don't know what's going on, Chris Chan, honestly, you can go look it up yourself. I mean, just go look at my old videos or something. Just Google Papagut Chris Chan, because like this is insane. We watched about, or rather, listened to about 9 minutes worth of conversation on that call. One of the things that really bothered me about the segment that we watched was the very encouraging language. Bizarrely encouraging language that was used here for the way that Chris Chan interacted with their mother. And to me, it brings up the question of like, how much history does this person have with Chris Chan? We're gonna call this person the troll, because I've heard that this person's like some kind of a troll. And like, to me, there's a very big possibility that one, they were leading the conversation, right? They didn't seem to ask questions that were benign, that leave open-ended answers. What you need to understand, and I talked about this briefly with my girlfriend, and she's a behavioral specialist, is that when you have these conversations with people with disabilities, because Chris Chan has autism, you can't ask leading questions. You need to ask questions where they have the ability to answer the question however they like. And there seems to be a lot of leading questions from what I remember watching. Another thing that bothers me is how long were they having conversations for, and how much of a negative impact could this have had on Chris Chan in general? And what I mean is like leading them into a particular direction. That's another question, because for all we know, and based off of what we've seen, there was like this heavy history, or some of the history of Chris Chan. Jesus Christ, there's so much. It's quite possible that this pattern of getting trolled and people talking to them and pretending to be their friends and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, this pattern of doing this could have created this situation. But we don't know. It's a lot of speculation. So let's watch this call. It's 21 minutes long. Wow, it's a low.
Sorry, I'm putting the volume. I have a really bad ear because I got sick, like you can hear from my voice. It's hard to hear anything at all. But I could hear you now. Go ahead.
Alright, so anyway, with the offense and everything, and I was feeling like I really needed a sensual release. And not too many individuals from this side of the arc were coming up to the plate right there. So, and then everything was coming into good alignment, and it was the signs were all there. Even Emmanuel, God just said it was okay, and got me towards it.
God said this is okay? Yeah, then you don't really have anything to worry about if God himself said this is fine.
This is what I'm talking about, like this encouraging language. Oh, God said it was like you shouldn't be encouraging what this happened. And I'm afraid that this has been a pattern for a period of time of this person encouraging Chris Chan to do the wrong thing. Because I kind of doubt that Chris Chan, even being autistic, would have been so open with somebody that he didn't know at all.
Myself, I was like, okay, so I'll take a time for it. So,
but how did this happen? How did this come about?
Well, which just mainly I was really, really horny, and I need the true and honest relationship to come about. So, obviously, this was one of the best ways to do it, despite anything with the. I don't want to believe the labels at all, but I mean, obviously, the incest fanfics have come true and shit.
I didn't even know there was such a thing. I didn't even know there was incest fanfics. Were there about you and Barbara? I can't believe that. I didn't even think that. I knew that you guys had a good relationship, but I always thought, because I'm not huge on Christery and, whatever, I just thought that the whole Sonic franchise was very interesting.
It's so interesting. Somebody talked about how before they were telling me that there are Christorians that like chronicle the history of Chris Chan, and that bothers me because I didn't hear that the first time we watched it, or maybe I just didn't pick up on it because I didn't know about the Christery bullshit. So for you to understand that language means that you're engaged in the lore of Chris Chan. So that suggests more that this person is a troll.
That's how I got into you when I was younger, right? But I didn't have any idea that Barbara was that Barbara knew I had that sort of relationship. I never got any of those vibes. But how did you approach her?
approached her with care and caution.
Hmm.
It was a time approach, so I just gave her comfort to talk with her and just branched out slow and steady, and then I encouraged her positively, let her make the first move. And she wanted to do it.
Oh, she did? Really? She made the first move?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, Barbara. How did she do it, if you don't mind me asking? What was the first move?
I don't remember exactly. Well, that was her first move, but my approach was. I forgot exactly what terminology and approach I used, but I approached with care and caution.
That's good.
And I was direct and upfront with her for the most part.
That's good. And how did she respond when you approached her? What did she say?
I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was I think she was partially confused at one point, but then she came around, obviously, with more approaching than I was doing with her along the way.
Right. So she got into it. How was the first kiss? You kissed her? How did that feel? Having known this woman for your whole life, how did that feel?
Oh yeah, I mean it was simple lip to lip kiss contact, but yeah, it was actually good and it felt right.
When did you start having feelings for Barbara?
So people in my chat keep telling me that this person, the girl that's on the call, they identify their name is like Bella. Apparently, Bella Fiona. I don't know. Or there's multiple girls. They were planning to be some form of like security for Chris when he goes to Brony convention in Seattle, because somebody threatened to rape Chris. Interesting. So with that additional information in mind, what that kind of suggests to me that, like, okay, so let's say that this person was acting in good faith. They're still acting irresponsibly, and they don't seem to understand anything. Like, they don't seem to have like any true understanding of like the way that they should be interacting. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this person doesn't know how. Like, this seems like a very inappropriate interaction, even if it's well intentioned, because a history of conversations like this could very well, again, encourage the Christian to engage in inappropriate behavior.
Obviously, for a long time. I mean, I remember even mentioning some time ago about my videos that I even had dreams where I had sex with her, obviously.
Really?
So,
yeah. Is that I heard of, I don't know what it is per se, but is that what Oedipus complex is called? Is when
The Oedipus complex.
you like your mother? Yeah. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it means though. I just thought might be.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right. The Oedipus complex.
Oh, Oedipus, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. How, if you don't mind me asking, I know it's probably personal, you have to answer, but how is the sex?
I'd say it was satisfactory. It took a while. It took a few tries.
Yeah. She is older.
I still don't like the language here.
Also, she's very understanding about the whole thing as well. I was direct with her, still direct and honest with her. I made sure that obviously, I'm never gonna propose marriage to her at all because we're already
mother and daughter. You know, they say there's no stronger bond than a mother and her daughter. That's true.
See, like this kind of shit.
I'm pretty close to my mom. I don't think I'd be that close, but I do in some ways project, you know, the kind of woman I'm interested in with the kind of woman my mother is, and I didn't realize it until I got older. It was, wow, she's kind of, you know, similar.
This is a lot of very heavily affirming language that obviously will be interpreted positively to this Christian person. Even if they're acting in good faith, which I'm honestly losing faith in that idea, this is very, very inappropriate. This is encouraging inappropriate behavior. This could potentially escalate the behavior, and if conversations like this happened previously, especially since they are somewhat close, then this could have created the situation where Christian felt comfortable sexually assaulting their mother.
Has similar qualities to my mother. And I think, oh, you know, shoot. I'm glad that you're telling me, because a lot of people would hold this inside and it would tear them apart, you know. But then again, your body.
So people are saying, well, was this recorded for evidence? It's possible. That my thing is that, like, you could have gotten this evidence without being so super affirming, but maybe I'm wrong. But like, I would make a reasonable assumption that since they're friendly, there have been conversations that have gone this way in the past. Because this isn't just two people who just met. This is people who have been talking for quite a while. So like, it's incredibly inappropriate.
Is your body now? Isn't it only like a projection of your true form? Aren't you you're from like another dimension, right? You're a Sonichu.
Yeah, this is like a troll.
Well, not really a projection because because his body is interdimensional.
Yeah, it's interdimensional. But are you related to Barbara in like
This is, to me, this is troll language, bro. Like, I used to troll people on fucking video games. This is trolling. Like, oh, so you're an interdimensional being? Like, it's not like he brought it up, or she, whatever the fuck. Christian, it's not like Christian brought up that they were an interdimensional being from another universe. So for those of you who don't know, apparently they think that drawing yourself on a drawing puts you in a new dimension, and now they have their soul or something is bound to multiple dimensions. But like, you brought that up. This girl or this person brought that up when talking to Christian. It's not like it was the other way around. If Christian brought it up, then like I could see why they would be having the conversation about it. But now this person, I'm assuming it's a girl, so she's like, oh, aren't you an interdimensional being? This just feels like troll language. This feels like troll language to me.
the different dimensions?
And the fact that this is apparently the third leak of the audio means that they were only willing to release some of it because they're not proud of the rest of it. It's just more encouraging that the Christian was trolled. There's a lot here.
I'm not sure how to answer that question off the bat right now, because
Right, you're just still figuring it out. How long have you two been going at it?
well, we've been doing it every third.
Sorry?
We've been doing it every third night, and the first night being on June 27th.
I feel like we didn't hear some of this audio. We're only 6 minutes in. The audio was 9 minutes that we listened to yesterday. I feel like they cut it up bits and pieces. Maybe I just didn't hear that part, but I feel like they cut it up bits and pieces to show what they felt was like actually palatable to show, and removed the trolling bullshit from it.
Oh, you have a routine. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have a stable relationship, because you know it's not going to end. Like, if anything happened, you'd still be mother and daughter. It's not going to like be explosive breakup, right? At least that's comforting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said since
It took us a
June,
few nights to-
right?
It took us a few nights to figure out what made what feel right and what didn't feel right, and
Does your mother enjoy it?
yeah, she's having a good time. Literally.
She is. She's having a good time.
Especially what we figured out.
That's good to hear. Do you guys act more like mother and daughter, or do you guys act more like, lovers? When, like, say you come home from, the supermarket and you see Barbara, do you say, hey, sweetheart, or do you say, hi, mom?
Yeah, I haven't called her in quite some time now.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I'm more of a calling her love at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. I call my girlfriend Love, too. Well, I used to, the old one. I don't. You're in a relationship and I'm not, so you're more experienced than I am, definitely. But you recently started dating Fiona, isn't that's true, right? In an open relationship?
Yeah, it's between Barbara and I, it is an open relationship, and I made that very clear with her.
Right. Is Barbara dating anybody else?
She's not.
No? But she's fine with you dating other people, right?
Yeah, she's okay.
Do you guys go on any dates or anything romantic like that?
Well, obviously not anything extravagant, but we do, as often as possible, eat at the dinner table together.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do much lately because I've had to switch to a soup diet after getting the crown.
Oh, did you? I always thought the dentist was a sham because because they say I'm genetically prone to get cavities, even though I brush my teeth all the time. And no matter how I brush my teeth and floss and I get a cavity, the thing is, if you ignore it, by ignore, you like take care of it yourself, it goes away from me. But I don't think I've ever gotten a crown.
What are you talking about?
I've got a gold over here. A gold, yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, so I had to get a root canal before the
Right.
crown, so
Ow, that hurts, yeah.
Yeah, I could appreciate that as well, but she's not exactly the shopping type of
Right.
gal these days.
Right.
And plus, he's still trying to remember her inner child. And
Right. That's true, yeah.
As well. So I'm encouraging her towards the positives, and
Right.
be like homemade with
Yeah. Knowing you, Christine, I think that because I understand that she's mature, and she's mature and she's wise. She's wise in her ways. She has experience and she loves you, and you two have a great relationship. But wouldn't you want somebody who's younger, right, and to keep up more with your energy? Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, but obviously if I can find some.
There's Fiona. Fiona's very interested in you. Fiona's very interested in you. She's a super girl. Yeah.
I have foreseen. I have looked into the future, and I know she's gonna find her better long-term sweetheart.
Fiona?
On campus.
Are you sure? Because Fiona talks to me saying how great you are and how much she loves you, right? Maybe because the future can change, right? With fate.
it's a possibility, but it's
Why
not
don't you
likely.
try for her? Because I'm sure because Fiona consents to having open relationship, right? I'm sure you're fine with both of them now, but over time, right? Fiona really, really, really adores you, and she's a wonderful girl. I text her a lot. We chat. She has never said a single negative thing about you.
This person, I don't know who the fuck Fiona is. I don't really know. What I do know is that this person is very clearly ingrained in Christine's life as well as Fiona's life.
She adores you, but she'll be more open to doing stuff like having spa days, getting pizza, going out together, and she's newer. She's probably newer in the bedroom, but she's willing to do it. She's willing to have fun with you.
Yes, I agree, and I appreciate all that. And yeah, I'm making the short time count as best as I can with her.
Oh, I understand.
We're seeing it now and about in the future. Plus, I don't want to take her away from the colleges she chose to go to, which I'm sure is still in Washington State. It's right there.
How far away do you live from Washington State? Because I almost was going to go to Washington State.
Washington State is State of Washington. It's on the West Coast, and Virginia's on the East Coast.
Right. And plus, she's young. She has a lot of time to. Travel, visit you, whatever. And I mean, you've done long distance before, haven't you?
Yeah, long distance relationships, but
oh yeah, they suck. I know they suck, but what's important is that you make a relationship with her now, and that way it'll stay like forever, and she'll come back to you. I'm sure she would.
Yes, it is a possibility, but I'm thinking more on the higher likelihood outcomes for this timeline, obviously.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get adjusted. Okay, that makes sense. Goober. Buddy. Yeah. Goober. Okay, there you go. He was just trying to get my lip.
Yeah, obviously. But yeah, I still would want somebody who was younger or close to my age, obviously. I don't know, maybe...
You don't want anyone who's younger?
Not too many others at this time, but I mean, obviously, with my affirmations, I'm attracting my twin flame.
Right. Dude, yeah, true. But at the convention, make sure to have a lot of fun with. Make sure to have push it with Fiona, have a lot of fun with her, right? Because because now you're doing this for your mom. Yeah, make sure I'll be there watching you guys, making sure that nobody is trying to. Sorry, my throat. Nobody's trying to hurt you, do anything. I'll take photos of you two. I'll have just a screenshot, like a slideshow of romantic stuff between you guys.
Like this is the best case scenario. This is the nice troll, right? Is what the vibe I'm getting here, and it's like it's still inappropriate. You can't be a nice troll. Like this whole thing is very fucking wildly inappropriate, man.
Guys, the dance will be awesome. We could take turns. I'd like to dance with her too, and then you guys can take like the slow dance or whatever. And
we'll see what we can arrange, because she only has the hotel room for the Friday night.
Right.
We want to get home as quickly as possible. She's already made that agreement with her parents, and I don't want to.
Well, yeah, her mom is pretty strict about it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, if she is likely to head back home before the Grand Galvin Gala.
Oh, is she? Oh no, I wanted to dance with her because I thought it'd be so cute, because since I'm there to protect you guys, right? I'm gonna be enjoying the festivities with you two, but I wanted to take make a whole slideshow and memory thingy of you guys together.
Yeah, and all the other scientists.
Yeah.
For the convention
right.
As well.
But how are you feeling, Christine? How are you feeling? Because I know there's a lot of societal pressure on you about this thing with Barbara. There's a lot of societal pressure and a lot of people, consciously who would judge, and there's a lot of eyes on you. It must be very stressful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm so sorry about all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, still have Matt and Chriselle.
You always have them. Again, my main job is photographer and bodyguard, but I could dance for a little, take photos of other ladies that might want to dance with you. Have fun, experiment. Don't just limit yourself. And I appreciate that you like the idea of open relationships, right? But if Fiona really wants to commit and settle down with you, would you take that seriously and stop having open relationships?
Well, I would consider. I really would wish I could consider. Obviously, I don't want to take her away from her college. She still has a lot to learn from herself and experience.
What if I get that, but what if what if in like 10 years after she's done with college and you still have a good relationship and she's grown to be a beautiful woman and everything, she says, Christine, I really, really, really want to settle down with you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. What would you do?
Well, okay, well, after she's done with college and she's got herself organized, on the highly, highly unlikely event for this timeline that she doesn't meet her long-term sweetheart,
Right.
who will be better for her, then I would definitely be up for considering.
Why do you think that she has somebody else that's better for her?
Well, I mean, I can't reveal too many details. I just can only say that she's got.
Oh, is this some psychic thingy? Did you look into the future?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I understand. Oh, I see. Well,
That's weird because, like, obviously, this person can't look into the future. It's very bizarre to me because, like, Christian can't look into the future. I very highly doubt it. So what's more likely happening is that, like, they are having some kind of feeling about the situation, and they're going based off that feeling. So maybe the feeling is that person wouldn't actually like them, or maybe that feeling is that they don't actually like that person, Fiona, whoever the fuck that is, and that they're actually more comfortable engaging with their mother. I don't really know which one it would be.
that makes sense then that you're not so confident, but yeah, it just really depends on the person. How long are you staying at the vet for again? Sorry.
I'll stay in Washington. Like the plane ticket said, I'll be leaving Washington on the following Monday, the 16th.
Okay, so yeah, okay. I'm just coordinating with the flight thing because I get mine for like a really big discount or free depending where they put me, right? So they're still kind of iffy, but I at least have the tickets, but they could change them. So but you're from Seattle to Washington, right? I don't know if we'll be on the same flight, but I could try if I have 2 stops from from Michigan to Seattle to to Washington.
Yeah.
Or from like Massachusetts. Yep.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we will. It'll be fine. We could do it. We could do it another time because I have a cough and it's hard to talk and my throat kind of hurts. All right, I understand, and I know the kind of person you are, and you're a good, caring person, and I know that you're doing it because you love your mother.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
Look at my cat. Can you see him?
Kind of hard to see him.
Are they on like a video chat? Is that what's happening here? They're on a video
Do you see how
chat?
chubby he is? And you see how this fat coming out from his neck? He's got so.
So yeah, she's got really the G-spot because apparently I don't believe that Mr. C, any of her past boyfriends and ex-husbands, they haven't really hit her G-spot really.
Right.
Their dicks.
Right. Oh, okay. So
Yeah, so they definitely cut out a lot of the middle.
yours is a bit bigger.
We're more focused on themselves really, as opposed to focusing on her, which that's my focus.
Because I know you want to be with somebody more experienced and younger. I know we already said this, but I'm just,
Yeah, and that's also one thing I definitely appreciate.
This feels edited.
Time with Fiona because apparently she's had 5 cases of having sex or close to it at least.
Yeah, I believe so. She said that she had it before, and she seems to be very open and like not scared or nervous. She's experienced, and that's what you like, right?
But then also she's also had that experience with the pedophile Japanese teacher apparently.
Oh dear. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know why, but like all the lolly thing and stuff. Like again, it's just if it's just a drawing, it's not that much of a problem. But when it's but people don't realize.
What the fuck? Did I miss something? This Fiona person was predatorized. Also, lolly porn is not good. It's not okay. It's gross.
Realize that it does kind of cause people to get it stops becoming a joke. People become more and more like attracted to them. There are some crazies in the world that might use it and become it would become more likely to do it in person. It's like how they say that a lot of the serial killers, the reason they became that way was because of pornography. You know how easy it is to find stuff like child porn online. It's disgusting, but it's
I've never heard
everywhere.
that.
Oh my god! Holy crap! That's nasty! I can't believe.
I've been in jail before. So
Oh, you have? I had no clue. Really? Really?
Well, essentially, I've been to jail twice.
Oh, really? Yeah.
First time was when Snyder set off his trap on me that time, waiting me to come back to the Kingman Hospital. Yeah. So I ended up spending one night in jail then.
Oh, one night. Was there anybody there
Yeah.
in jail with you?
Yeah. Nobody was in the jail cell with me.
Okay, well, that was certainly something there. I don't know. This is very inappropriate. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out. Apparently, this is the third release of this audio. They're progressively getting longer, or the voices are getting less distorted as time goes on. So I'm sure there's going to be more to the situation. So I guess stay tuned.